hell, it's about time. So, welcome back to Heresy Painting and Gaming, where today is a really exciting one because we got our hands on StarCraft the Tabletop Miniatures set by Archon Studios, the two-player starter set Founders Edition. This one we have been waiting for a really long time for, ever since they announced it. There were some shipping delays, some issues with the boats and everything like that, but the delay honestly wasn't that bad for a game launch. It could have been a lot worse, and it's finally in our hands. And I'm just excited to get my hands on this. I'm going to paint this and build it as soon as I can, but I wanted to show it to you guys first. This one, it's not going to be available forever. There's might be some floating around in the local stores if you can find one, but they're not taking any more orders directly from Archon Studios. This was just like a launch edition of the game, and it comes with a whole bunch of cool stuff, and it comes with the heroes. But anyway, I'm going to flip the box over so we can show you what's in the box, and then we'll pop it open. And I apologize for this video being more disjointed than usual, but I am just super excited to get this box open and getting it built and painted. But we'll flip it over here real quick. And it's a big, heavy box too. So, comes with a bunch of minis. Comes with 12 Marine miniatures, 2 Marauders, 3 medics, 24 Zerglings, 3 Roaches, 3 Roachlings, a Queen, Jim Raynor and his point defense drone, Kerrigan, the Omega Worm. Comes with a playmat, which is really cool. It comes with 15 terrain pieces, 20 d6 dice, the cards, tokens, the ruler, the rules reference, and the assembly manual. Now, I am a little bit disappointed it doesn't come with an actual rule book, but we'll be able to get that later, so I'm not too worried about it. But either way, like, this is just a whole bunch of cool stuff. But we're going to open this back up, and this is going to be a real-time reaction because I have not opened this box. I'm opening it for you guys, but we'll take a look inside. Okay, so I feel like the launch box of this magnitude kind of deserves a little bit of fanfare, so we're just going to open the lid here. Oh my goodness. I love how the sprues are bundled together. I've never seen that before. So everything looks to be really well packed together and protected. Obviously you can see the colored sprues. There's a bunch of clear ones, and we'll just go through them real quick and just appreciate it. And man, I am so excited. We're going to start with the least exciting part, which is the bases. Got all the bases for the guys here. We have some clear parts, and I believe these are for the Marines. Yeah, they're for the Marines. I unboxed the Marines box the other day because I just had to get a fix, and this is for the Marines. It's the clear optional parts. This is for the Zerglings, I believe, and actually says on the Zerg Roach, part 404. So it does tell you what they're for, so that's kind of cool. Green ones are typically going to be for the Zerg, so that's pretty interesting. I do love the clear parts, and I'm already thinking about how I'm going to be painting my minis. This is the clear parts for the Queen. But basically, I'm going to be doing my Zerg in like a ice theme because I've never seen that before. I think it would be cool. But I also want to use some of the clear pieces because the clear pieces are also cool. These are for the Zerglings. And again, I love how they tell you what they're for. This for the Marauders. And I believe this is for the drone. Yep. Terran Raynor. So that's for his point defense drone. This is the medic parts. And I love how they have the little crosses like in the video game. And by the way, I did play test this game in the late beta. And This game is a solid game. I love everything about it. There's a couple of things, you know, we could get more units and things like that. But for right now, like for what it is, freaking excellent. So, looks like the bundles are different here. But I do love that they bundled them. Let's see, I can take this one out. I believe this is the Queen. I am on the struggle bus with this one. Here we go. Like I said, we're doing this in real time. A little bit unusual and disjointed, but we can all share the excitement together, right? All right. So this right here. Oh, this is the roaches. So it tells you right here, like on the sprue. And just the detail and the plastic quality. Man, it's just amazing. This is the roach part 1 of 4. Zerg Queen. So I'm going to kind of separate the units so that we can keep them all together. Zerg Queen 2 of 3. If it focuses, there we go. And there's a token for burrowed, because the Zerg can burrow. This one I also believe is the Queen. Nope, this is the Nidus Worm. 2 of 2. Just a lot of detail, though. And in the video game, I hated Nidus Worms. They were one of the first things I destroyed. So, I look forward to destroying these ones, too. Yes, I mean Terran. I'm going to put the Terrans away. We'll do the Zerg first. This, I believe, is Kerrigan. Yes, this is Sarah Kerrigan. I'm excited to put her together as well. And these are roaches, part 2 of 4. And again, there's the burrowed roach. There is a lot of Zerglings too. These are some Zerglings with the burrowed token. More Zerglings. I believe these are all the same sprue. Which kind of fits in with the whole Zerg aesthetic. Zerglings 3 of 3. Yeah, just a whole bunch of them. I'm going to put that one right there. And some more Zerglings. 1 of 3. And I love all the detail. These are just begging for dry brushing and contrast painting techniques. Or speed paint. Just all the organic, all the spines. These are going to look awesome. Some more of these guys. And I'm going to show you something else too with these sprues. Is they're all labeled with like A, you have B, C, D. So there's really no confusion, and they're not spread out all over the place. So they're all kind of just together. But that was all the Zerg. That was the Zerglings. Now we'll take a look at the Terrans. And I love the shiny blue. It's kind of a shame that I paint over it, but I wanted mine to look a little bit different. This is the drone for Jimmy Raynor. And Jimmy. And he does have different options. You can build him with a sniper rifle or with a pistol. Or with the actual C14 canister gun. These guys. These are the ones I'm excited about. And that is the Marauders. So as you can see, these are based on StarCraft 2. This game is. And I believe they said they were going to be doing the StarCraft 1 stuff on Brood War, but that's going to be way down the line. But still, it's a really cool aesthetic. They have a lot of quality and detail to them. There's that one for the Marauders. These are medics. One of two. And we've seen this before in my last unboxing video. These are Marines. And I love that they come with the rocket launcher option. So you get all 6 different Marines. There's 6 different poses. But the Marine box comes with 9 for the full unit. But it's 2 of the regular sprue and 1 of that one. So, yeah, there's those ones. And then these are the rest of the Marines. And I have put some of these together already. And painted a few. And they are awesome. There's those. And I'll show you at the end of the video what they look like. And then the terrain. So we got the Lost Temple terrain, which is really nice. Archon was really generous with what they gave us in this box. This is really detailed terrain. And these guys. I love all the Protoss Lost Temple vibe from this. With the, I just noticed this, the cracked jewel. And just the cracked stones is really cool looking. We got a mat here. Which, this you almost never see with any game. Let's open this up. Get out of the packaging and see what it feels like. It doesn't quite feel like neoprene. It feels like a thick fabric, but got some detail to it. It almost feels like the same material that like a flag is made out of, like a really thin flag you get at the store. It's almost like that type of material. But still really good quality. And we got some bases for the bigger guys. It looks like one's floating around here. Just a base. We have the 20d6 dice. We have our tokens. Ooh, and these tokens are... They're not thin, but they're thinner than other games. But these will get a lot of use of. So these are the Terrans. And these are the Zerg. Got a range ruler, which is kind of cool. Goes up to 16 inches. Which, a lot of the things in this game, that's all you'll ever need. There are some things that go up to 24 or 18 inches, but it's not very many. Got the mission cards, as well as the tactic cards. Just you see a little thing to pop them open. Ah, there it is. So you got the mission cards, and they do have cards for standard engagement, but they also have them for skirmish, I believe. It tells you the board size. Well, it looks like these are all for standard size. We got the Kerrigan Swarm. Those are the faction cards. These are for the Zerg. And one thing about this game is that the buildings are not really represented on the board other than by these cards, and they gave you different abilities, which is really neat. And faction card for Raynor's Raiders. Dropship. Let's see. Oh, here's the skirmish level. Okay. So there are two modes to play in this game. Skirmish level is 1,000 minerals, which is the points. So 1,000 minerals, 100 Vespine gas. I may do some videos explaining what all that means, but there's some really good videos out there explaining that. But typically, minerals, 2,000 points is the main game size. We then have our unit cards, and I love these unit cards. I love that they're big and legible. They have like what they do. Raynor's Raiders. Jimmy. Marines. So this is the upgrade side. I did them backwards. That's alright. Marauders. Medics. But this is what they look like in the front. It tells you all the stats. Kerrigan. The Omega Worm. Kerrigan again. Queen. Zergling. Roachling. The Corpsers. I might build minus that. Roaches. Yeah, that's the unit cards. And then these are mission cards. Which they should have a skirmish level. Yeah, so there's skirmish level there. But then also on this side, you got standard engagement. So 1,000 points for skirmish, 2,000 points for standard. So these are the mission parameters, scoring conditions, and the starting supply. Yeah. So that. We then have the instruction book. And that looks really cool. Nothing in the back though, but that's alright. But I love how these instructions are laid out in color. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. And here's the rules reference if I can get it out. There we go. So here's a rules reference. It doesn't have the full rules, like I said, but you can get them on the app. But it does have all the keywords, which I'm a big fan of having keywords just to reference like that. But yeah, that is everything that comes in the box. And I can't wait to get it all built up and put together. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this most glorious unboxing. It was a long one, but man, was that worth it. I'm going to unbox the next one, which is going to be the Protoss. I hope you check that one out as well as this one. And normally these are done in the beginning, but if you like this video, please subscribe, comment, like this video, whatever. And it'll help out the channel and just let Archon know that I'm interested in putting out this kind of content. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one, and happy painting.